Give me an idea just how important it was, how good it feels to get back and rebound like that.
Yeah, that meant a lot to me, man. Yeah, that was probably the most satisfying win of my career. Like it was not just for myself, you know. Like me, I'll do this regardless. Like that last fight, to me, I can brush that off pretty easily. All the physical damage and stuff. That's just something I accepted. So that's not a big deal to me. But the people around me that watch it, family and friends and my wife, and they're the ones that I feel like they needed a win like that. They needed a big win. They needed, that was for all of them rather than for myself.
Do you think after that last one, you think they were kind of worried for you, or like maybe they were like, Dan, is this real? Like, what are you doing?
You genuinely care about something, I'm sure. It was very difficult to watch. So, yeah, for them.
No question. The left hand was landing early for you. I mean, obviously it ended up being the big shot, but I mean, did you have an idea? Was that the game plan going in that was going to be the one?
Yeah, I just trusted in what I've been working with my coaches. That's just all down to guys like my head coach Eugene and my striking coach Tristram. So that's all down to them. I just took a step back at this fight and I just went out there, enjoyed myself, enjoyed my training, pushed very hard, trained very hard. But yeah, just took a step back, and my job is to go in there and fight. It's their job to do all the study and break down my opponents.
You talked about that ahead of the fight, how you had to change your mentality and your approach a little bit. So mentally, were there differences tonight, like how you walked into the cage, and I mean, did it feel different?
It did feel different, because stepping back for so long, I just appreciated it. Even on the walkout, it just all came out. How much I miss this, man. How much I miss going out there and putting on a show for the fans, man. I just soaking it up on the walkout, and even after a fight, I feel like you could see how much it meant to me.
Yeah, you want to be on the Adesanya card. Give us the news, man. Why do they keep? They haven't announced the location yet. It's got to be in Australia, right? I mean, what's going on there? You probably know more than we do on the ground down there.
You're telling me? I know more than you. I don't think so, bro. They keep me in the dark. I got a big mouth.
Well, who makes sense for me? Do you have an opponent? I think it would make sense for you to be on that card once they get it announced fully. But
I don't even know. You tell me who's in the top 10 that doesn't have a fight, and I'll say their name right now.
I don't know.
Exactly. Exactly. I feel like I get another shot. I feel like this is back where I left off. I want a big name fighter. I want a top 10 guy. They're coming down to Melbourne. They need to sell some tickets. Put Dan Hooker on the card against a top 10 fighter. I feel like that makes a lot of sense, and that sells a lot of tickets.
You got the first knockout of the night. Do you think that will earn you a performance bonus? Or
They already told me that, bro.
Oh,
Pussy Grand Richard.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
When you got in there with him, was there anything at all that seemed, different than what you expected in there? I mean, I know it was a pretty short fight, but did he do anything that you seemed to land very easily? Is there anything that he brought to the table, or that you saw him doing where you knew you could land that big shot?
Yeah, he's a difficult guy to figure out. He's a tall guy. I have a lot of respect for James. He's definitely one of the best guys in the world, and he's earned that top 15 ranking. So I don't feel like it was easy to land the shots. I feel like that's just all the training, and that's all the stuff I've been doing with my coaches that just kind of all comes out.
Dan, you mentioned that you were the first finish of the night and the crowd was getting restless. You fought a Texan. How did it feel to have the crowd cheer you? I mean, they wanted to see a finish. You got that finish. How did you feel when they were behind you in there?
Yeah, I think I turned them around in the post-fight speech, but these fans, they come here to be entertained, and it's just not even something that I have to try to do. It's just kind of a natural way that I approach the sport is to hunt the finish and look for the finish. So yeah, I'm happy that I got to put on a show for the fans. Regardless that they were booing me before the fight, I got to turn them around a bit with the old "you don't mess with Texas." I've had a lot of people saying that to me all week. So.
You've got a great example in your camp. What do you learn? What is it like training with Israel, and what are you taking from him and his mentality as he goes? And who's still young in his career.
Yeah, I'm kind of I'm like a real big skeptic. So it always, once I see someone else do it, then it kind of gives me, before there was no one from New Zealand fighting in the UFC, and then I saw guys like Jamie Turner do it. I saw guys like Mark Hunt fight in the UFC. it made that connection for me, and it kind of all clicked for me. So now to see a champion from New Zealand, it's just another connection. So and I can see it can be done, and so I'm hungrier than ever to kind of pursue that goal.
So what all, I mean, obviously you go from not knowing where San Antonio was. How do you sum up the whole experience here in Texas?
I love Texas, bro. I love San Antonio. I love it. No, it's good, man. It's been, I've been enjoying this city. It's my favorite city in the US. That's not a lie. I'm not a good liar. So I think people will be able to see right through that. But I've thoroughly enjoyed it, man. Good Mexican, good barbecue. What more can you ask for?
All right, I got your answer now. Ferguson, Iaquinta, or Gillespie, if you had to pick one of those three.
I feel like Quinta is the one that makes sense. You know, that name definitely stands out to me. Iaquinta, October 5th. Be me in Australia. Get on a plane. Huh?
Does the loser have to give up their real estate license?
We'll put that in the contract. We'll sign
Toughest real estate agent on the planet, right? I mean, that's
That makes sense.
One more thing on Vick. Do you think he's a guy that cuts too much weight? Do you think he should move up a division?
Man, there's probably choices that him and his team are going to have to go back and look at. I can't from the outside look in. He's a big boy though. He is a big boy. You know, they sound big for the division, but standing across from him, he's definitely a big boy.
How you gonna celebrate tonight?
Man, I've been staring at into this one taco place. I'm Mexican. I wanted it last night, but I was thinking it's probably not the best thing to eat after wins. It's Mexican food.
Right.
You hear the stories. So, Mexican food. I feel like that's the one.
cool. Thanks.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.